Right, ladies and gentlemen, you have in front of you from Vestax the VCI-400. I think we're going to have a bit of a demo. Would you like to introduce yourself, sir?
I'm Jason. Hello.
Hello. Jason from Getinthemix. Show us some of your scratching skills, my friend. Now, you said yourself you like this, don't you?
I absolutely love it, to be honest with you. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Really good adjustable cues, the build quality, the filters, the pitch. I mean, out of everything on this, is certainly the one that I'd pick if you're a scratch DJ.
Yeah, it looks quite nice. Like you said, I think one of the main...
It's the build quality on it, to be
fair. You sort of open the box, you look at it, and you feel it, and it's got a bit of weight to it.
It jumps out at you the minute you look at it out of the box. I mean, it's a very weighty unit. It's not going to fall apart after 5 seconds, put it that way. It's got typical Vestax build quality with the cross faders, the channel faders. Every part of this just screams out quality.
Yes.
It's typical Vestax all over, really. I mean,
Fantastic.
they've gone from the mixes back to what it should be.
All right.
It's brilliant.
Excellent.
Brilliant.
All right, well, what we'll do now, next part of the video, or videos, little parts, we'll run through some of the features on the VCI-400 from Vestax. Nice one. First things that's very striking about the VCI-400 from Vestax are the dead center, hit you right between the eyes, the 4 very large red knobs. A lot of DJs now are demanding an effect that's there straight away. You don't have to reach for it, find it, look for it, press buttons. They want an effect right in front of them, and they want to be able to turn a dial and have the effect start straight away. And the effect that virtually everyone's using now is the filter. So we've got HP and LP, short for high pass and low pass. Turn the dial anti-clockwise to get the low pass filter sound, and clockwise to get your high pass filter sound. Again, remember that the VCI-400 is a 4-deck mixer. So not only can you mix 4 tunes, you can also start to even produce your own track. So if you imagine, maybe on C, you have a beat, A, you've got a bass line, B, you've got maybe some drums, and D, you've got an a cappella or vocals. If you're going to use 4 decks, always a good idea to sync everything up. Alright, if you've got a very good trained ear, you maybe don't have to. But by using the sync function when you're using 4 decks, it means you've got more time to form loops and add some crazy effects over the mix. Okay, first thing you've got to remember, this is a 4-deck mixer. So you've got to remember everything's layered. So whatever you do on the 1 deck, you'll need to switch over to the next deck to do exactly the same thing. So if you find, for example, you're on deck A, which I'm at the moment, and I start maybe using some cue points on deck A, but then all of a sudden I accidentally switch over to deck C and the cue points aren't working, it's because I've set the cue points on deck A and not on C. So you can do that, you can go back to C or A on the left hand side by switching over the deck select A and then over to C. Now if I was to use the cue points, try to here, nothing would happen because it's switched over to C. Switch it back over to A and now I can use some cues. Again, I'll show you demonstrate, go over to C. We're not using those at all now because we haven't got a track playing on C. Switch back over to A and away we go. VCI-400 has also got touch sensitive platters, so great for scratching, turntablism. Also in the center we have a small area where we can start, if we want to make the platter a little bit more tighter. So let's say, for example, if you are a DJ who just likes to do some mixing and you just want to gently jog the track forward or back, then you can set the center so there's more movement or less movement. I'll give you a demonstration now. We'll just put the camera a little bit closer to the center of one of the platters. Right, to tighten the platter, we need to turn this clockwise. And loosen it, turn it anti-clockwise. Vinyl, or what I would class as CDJ mode. So vinyl, you have full control over the track when you put your hand on the platter and move it backwards and forwards. Press the vinyl button, and now we're in what I would class as CDJ or jog mode. We have 2, 4, 6, 8 pads, and below those we've got these small pads here. So I'll just show you what you can expect to get and the effects. First of all, I'm going to set some cue points. 1, 2, we'll do 3 on the high, and then 4 on the high. To get rid of the cue points, you just press any or all of the 4 pads underneath, and then you can just carry on making more cues. Get rid of it. Another one. Remove that. There you go. Form a bit of a loop. Begin the loop and to finish the loop, and then using the dial we can increase or decrease the loop by turning the dial. Get out of the loop, press down. Top right hand side, top left hand side, we have an area there for our effects, and of course by utilising the hardware in turn you're going to be using the software on the program as well. One very good feature as well about the VCI-400 is if you want to, you can attach a couple of vinyl turntables or CD players, and at the same time while you're using, let's say, your CDs or your vinyl, you can then use the other 2 channels for the software. So for example, if you're using Traktor Scratch Pro, 2 channels can be used for software purposes, and 1 or the other 2 can be either used for CDJs or vinyl. Let's have a look at the back and we'll have a look at the inputs and the outputs. When you're using pro controllers like the 400 from Vestax, it's highly advisable if you are in a mobile application. Let's say you're using this for mobile purposes, should I say, or in a nightclub environment. It's vitally important that you do use the balance output. This is XLR. We've also got 1/4-inch jack as well, but I would say I'd highly recommend you pay the money and get some good balanced XLR cables to go to your amplification. So from left to right, we've got the area there, so we can secure this if you feel as though it might go walkies. It's always a good idea if you're going to leave the 400 somewhere and you're going to have to walk away, maybe lock it. Level volume here for microphone 1, level for 2 as well, microphone 2. Also you'll notice that this area here is compatible with either 1/4-inch jack or XLR, so great feature there. Mic routing, direct, master, deck CD. Now here again what we've got is we can select, we can either use CDJ or vinyl turntables. Level volume here, and line 1 and line 2 input. Now these are the inputs for your either CDJ or your vinyl turntable. Master out, balance master out, power in, switch, power on, off, and USB. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll give a bit of a close-up now. Go and check it out, see what you think. If you want any more info on this, don't hesitate. give Getinthemix.com a call. Alternatively, what you can do if you want to is go in the description and you'll see a direct hyperlink for the Vestax VCI-400, and it'll take you directly to the page on the Getinthemix.com website. Practice and enjoy. Nice one.